I never really understood as a gamer some of the hype and praise that simple games like Doodle Jump or Flappy Bird, rest in peace, received. That is, until as of recently when I found this game while searching for some means of entertainment through the Google Play Store on my Samsung Galaxy S6. It's called Geometry Dash Meltdown, which appears to be the next game in the series of Geometry Dash, and is an active work in progress from last I've seen. I loved it so much that I bought the first game, Geometry Dash. Both games can be classified as fast-paced, rhythm-based action platformers. I know, nice little rhyme there. Both games are also available for Android and iOS, and also even Steam, I guess, if you wanted to play on your PC. The reason it caught my eye was that the gameplay was reminiscent to Impossible Game in terms of design and gameplay. However, Geometry Dash has noticeably more elements and gameplay to offer and is more appealing aesthetically overall. It seems to be so successful I noticed many others attempted to get a share of the traction by making their own spin-offs of the game, which I might look into later in another episode. Okay, so I want to start with some of the good things I noticed about the game. First thing you'll notice about the game is the music is absolutely amazing. The graphics are super colorful, it really calls for an immersive experience overall. I even found myself spacing out, mesmerized by the bright colors and the sexy soundtrack. Another thing I noticed about this game is it is extremely addictive. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I noticed with most games nowadays, it's hard to keep my attention for more than 30 minutes, but I found myself sitting down and playing this game for even more than an hour at most times. I was very enticed by the beautiful graphics and just atmosphere overall. It was all very welcoming. Another good thing about the game is it's challenging, but it's also a fair challenge. It keeps you wanting to try again and again, if you have attempted as much as I have especially. One could say I'm not the best at these types of games, I won't lie. 2D platforming, I guess you could say, is not really my forte. And as I said, it's a 2D game, which also requires little device resources, which I noticed doesn't use that much battery if you're playing mobile. If you're playing PC, maybe if you're playing on a laptop, I guess you would have to worry about battery too, but I noticed especially for phones, this game doesn't drain a lot of batteries, especially if you sit down and play for quite a bit. Another great thing about this game is if you're quite the noob like me, the game also gives you this thing called practice mode, which actually gives you checkpoints in the level to skip you to the sections of the level where you need the most improvement, and you just hone your skills on the game as a whole, which is a very welcome feature to a game as challenging as this. And in the paid version, they also give you access to make your own levels, which, if you have the patience or creativity to create your own levels, I noticed the interface isn't as simplistic as it could be. Or you could also just play some user-submitted levels, which only adds more to the amount of playability that this game holds. Alright, now we're going to try and fish out some of the cons of the game. It was actually really hard for me to sort of think of real gripes for this game. It's really simple, so especially considering that there were no outstanding bugs I have yet found. Let's get into it. Alright, one thing I noticed is I never understood why the practice mode has a progress bar. I noticed I haven't really used practice mode for every single level, because I didn't really need it for every single level, but they gave it there to kind of make you feel like you had to play it. It's like, you beat the first level, you beat the actual level, and then there's the one right there that's still empty, so I feel like I have to play it again, and it's really, I mean, if you're a completionist like me, it's gonna be kind of hard to just walk away from that empty bar. You just want to fill everything. So I never really understood why they had a progress bar there that's not really necessary for a practice mode. Another thing I noticed about the game is it's not really a fault on the game itself, but it is really hard to play when you have background noise or visual distractions around you, so I could just say it's not very recommended for playing areas where your attention could be easily taken off the game, especially if you get salty from losing like me. And this one also isn't really because of the app, but it's also frustrating. Any notification bars that you get from your phone, it will drop down and get right in the way of your gameplay, and the sound of the notification also. They just both effectively distract you from your gameplay. So I recommend that you disable any pop-ups or sound from other apps before you play this game. Now, the free version can be downloaded to immerse yourself in a few maps, but if you're interested in way more gameplay, many more features, app costs $1.99. So even though it's twice the amount of most gaming apps you find on Play Store or App Store or whatever, the full version personally gave me more satisfaction than even some current $60 AAA video games, which different might be said for yourself, but this is just something I noticed. I recommend this game to just about anyone who loves EDM style music and lovers of fair platforming challenges alike. It's both very pleasing in both departments. And there you go, guys, there's my first review on the new channel. Let me know, guys, how you liked it in the comments below. Any concerns, feedback, whatever. I'm very new to the review sort of style. This was my first ever video that I've ever written a script for or anything, so it would be nice to know what you guys thought about it. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up so I know you like it and I can do more in the future. And if you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any further videos. I'm doing a lot more than reviews. There will be a lot more in store for this channel. And that was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is TechWolf signing off. Hope you enjoy the video. Have a good day.